Last year? Oh, you weren't here last year.
The year before that.
First down and 10, Thompson back to pass. Escapes the pusher. Race to the left sideline. Gets it off the 30. Takes the ball. Second down and 9. Thompson steps up in the pocket. Evades the rusher. Still looking downfield. Landry-Walker 38, Carr 35.
I'm here with Landry-Walker, running back Tevin Bush. Had 2 rushing touchdowns on the game. Man, how I feel to beat your arch rival Carter today, man?
Well, when we play them, you know we're going to be a packed crowd. You know we got to come out and play how we got to play.
What's some things you feel like y'all need to work on going into next week's game, bro?
Penalties, just penalties. We had too many penalties.
What's some goals you got set for yourself going into for the rest of your junior year?
30 touchdowns and over 1,000 rushing and receiving.
You think y'all got a chance to make a run at state?
Oh, yeah.
What's some schools you interested in, man, like for college?
Well, I like West Virginia, Oregon, all kind of quick and speedy teams.
You got any camps you plan on attending in the summer?
Well, not right now.
All right, man. We here with Tevin Bush, man, running back for Landry-Walker. Y'all be on the lookout for him the rest of the season. He coming up, man. It's G-Sportz, man. We signing out. As y'all just seen in my last segment, I attended the Landry-Walker versus Carr Battle of Algiers rivalry, one of the best rivalries in the city of New Orleans. I attend this rivalry every year, man. Every time I go, there's always some drama involved. Landry-Walker overcame a 21-6 halftime deficit and won the game 38-35, led by their star quarterback, Keaton Thompson. Baby Cam is what they call him. Keaton had 12 carries for 155 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he was 14 for 28 and 225 yards passing with 1 touchdown pass. Hell of a game by Keaton. He's going to be one of the best players in the nation to come out in next year's class for 2017. Tevin Bush, who I had a segment with, had another good game. 110 all-purpose yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. He is a big-time factor out of the backfield for this Landry-Walker team. So y'all be on the lookout for Landry-Walker and 5A, their first year in 5A, to make some noise.
Yeah, as I'm staring at my Chevy window looking at the cloud, realizing I'm the only person I gotta make proud. Not by myself, but alone, and the silence is too loud. I refuse just to be another face up in the crowd, so I put in so much work that the EA be looking at me. Did it for the thrill.
Thank y'all for tuning in to G-Sportz once again. Man, when the Saints lose, bro, it mess up my whole week. It's like you don't even want to go to work on Monday because you don't want to hear what the Saints haters got to say. But that's what happened. I kind of expected us to struggle a little bit in this game. And be honest with you, I kind of think we played better than I expected. First off, I got to start off by saying, why did Sean Payton punt this ball on 4th and 6 in the 4th quarter with less than 2 minutes to go? Very controversial call. I don't understand why he made this call. Put the ball in Drew Brees' hands. If we get it, we do. If we don't, ball game. Why punt the ball back to these people? We only got 2 timeouts. The 2-minute warning is going. Our defense wasn't playing good. So why punt the ball right there, Sean Payton? I didn't understand it. It's calls like that. I expect Les Miles to make for LSU. I don't expect Sean Payton to make calls like that. And it made me scratch my head. I knew when he punted that ball away, we wouldn't go get that ball back. I knew it. I knew they was going to run the clock out or they was going to get a first down. I mean, our defense just not playing at that level right now to get stops. If we would have got the ball back, we probably would have got the ball back with maybe like 25, 30 seconds left to go in the game with no timeouts backed up, probably in our own 20. So 4th and 6, you might as well just go for it. We had 2 timeouts left. Take your shot right there. Mark Ingram, 9 carries for 24 yards. Like I've been saying since last season, we need to feed Mark Ingram. We picked him in the 1st round. He's the type of running back that gets better as the game goes on. Why he only had 9 carries? It beats me. Kyle Robinson had 6 carries. We not going to win games with 9 carries for Mark Ingram. It just ain't going to happen. He only averaged 2.4 yards a carry. Everybody talking about, you know, he ain't have a lot of yards. How you expect him to get in a rhythm with 9 carries? Come on, man. Sean Payton, you got to do a better job of scripting these plays better. We can't be pass heavy. Sean Payton, you dialed up plays for Drew Brees to throw the ball 48 times. We're not going to win games consistently with Drew Brees throwing the ball 48 times, especially when we don't have the weapons like that, like we did in the past. Like I said in one of my previous episodes, not having a legitimate tight end, I feel like it's going to really hurt us this season. Ben Watson, like I said, I think he's a good complimentary tight end. So is Josh Hill, but they're not a tight end to carry the load throughout a 16, 17 game season. Ben Watson had like 18 yards receiving on 3 catches. Josh Hill didn't even have a catch or a target. You know why? Because they're not them type of tight ends. They're not. Brandon Cooks is our major playmaker. They had Patrick Peterson on him all night, and they bracketed him at times. So he was completely took out the game, but he still ended up with 49 yards on 4 catches. That's just because he's just a pretty good player, and we found a way to get him the ball. Coasting. Father Time has caught up with you, and you need to call it a career. The lone interception that Drew Brees did have, it hit your hands, and it went into the defender's hand. Your hand looked like it was made of bricks Sunday. Come on, man. Sean Payton, you need to move him down on the depth chart. Let Brandon Coleman take over that number 2 receiver spot. Colston is not fitting that mold. Father Time has caught up with him. Let him just be a 3rd or 4th receiver on our depth chart. Let him teach the young receivers. because he looked like he's still on that same stuff he was on from last season. You know, I like Colston. I want him to retire as a Saint, but, you know, it is what it is. When it's your time, it's your time. And it's definitely Colston's time. He should not be a primary target in our offense no more. It just shouldn't be. Brandon Coleman, the passes he did get thrown to him, I like the pass he caught, what he scored on. Great effort. He had another pass he got thrown to him. It was a key third down conversion that he dropped. But, you know, he's a youngster. It's the first time being in a real NFL game. So, you know, I'm gonna chalk that up and have a short-term memory about that. But I think Brandon Coleman needs to be more involved in the offense. I think the more reps he get, the more targets he get, the more games he playing, he's going to end up being a stud for us. Matter of fact, he has to be a stud for the Saints to go far this season. And that's just what that is. Defensive side of the ball, somebody that really stood out to me, number 27, a rookie from Georgia, Damian Swine. He played a pretty good game. He had a lot of good pass defended plays. He played better than I expected. I didn't expect him to play that good, but he showed up. And he showed up against a good receiving corner with the Arizona Cardinals. Delvin Breaux, you had an all-right game. You had a lot of pass interference calls. I think some of the pass interference calls that got called on you was nitpick, little tick-tack calls. But that's not the CFL no more, Delvin Breaux. You got to learn to get your hands off these receivers earlier, son. It ain't going to fly in the NFL. You know, they don't want you to touch these receivers like back in the day. Come on, man. You got to learn from that. Jarvis Bird, hopefully you can get back soon. They say there's a chance you can play in week 2. If not week 2, week 3. We need you back, especially with Raphael Bush going down with a torn pectoral muscle. We just depleted in the secondary right now. Keenan ain't going to be back for 4 to 6 weeks. Jarvis Bird, you collecting the checks, son. Get on the field as soon as possible. We need you. I like the way Cameron Jordan played. Cameron Jordan had a lot of quarterback hurries, but you just didn't get the sacks that you needed in the clutch moments. You had a couple times when you had Carson Palmer in your hands and you let him get away. We got to capitalize on them kind of things. Stephon Anthony, you played a pretty good game. I saw you filling that hole, making tackles. You was running sideline to sideline. I like the way you played. I think you're going to get better as the season go on. I think that's a very good stud that we got at middle linebacker that we picked up in the draft. So I think Stephon Anthony is going to be one hell of a player for us this season going forward. As a whole, I just think the defense, they didn't play sad, but I give them like a C-. I think they can get better. Rob Ryan did a good job for what he got, you know, for all the injuries that we got on our defense. I think he did a pretty good job for the most part. I think that they was on the field a lot, and they got tired and they got worn down. But in week 2, you know, this Sunday coming up, we got Tampa Bay. We going against a rookie quarterback. Please don't let Jameis Winston come to the Dome and tear us up like RG3 did his rookie year in his first game in the Dome. Come on now. Get it done. Because if y'all let him come to this Dome and tear a hole in our defense, we ain't going to never hit the end of it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the Saints' performance in week 1. Y'all let me know if y'all think the Saints is going to get better from this, or y'all think this is something that's going to be consistent throughout the season. Let me know, man. It's G-Sportz Sports.